Peoria, Notre Dame, developing the whole person. Body, mind, and soul. Providing Catholic education for over 150 years and counting.
Second game, we welcome the home team, the Richwoods Knights, against the Notre Dame Irish. My name is Jim Lynch. Alongside me are my two partners this evening. We've gone to a three-man table, Mike Plunkett and Rob Kenny. Gentlemen, it's good to be back here with you guys again so quickly for our second game. Quick outlook for this second game. We had a great first game between the Manual Rams and the Peoria Lions. This one, I suspect, will be just as great.
You can only hope it'd be as tension-filled as that one here. I think Mike made the best point. We were talking a little bit off camera here that the Irish have been getting even better every year, working more people in, getting more comfortable with each other. And now's the time for that to shine. Like we said in that first game, this is the one-and-done season.
Well, folks, we're going to take a breather here after this introduction and do our national anthem, and we'll be back with you in just about 2 minutes for the start of our game and starting lineups. Don't go far.
Now your starting lineups for the visiting team, Notre Dame Irish.
Folks, welcome back. Following the national anthem, it is my pleasure to introduce you to each of my partners again this evening, Rob Kenny and Mike Plunkett. Gentlemen, I'll ask you both to introduce tonight's starting lineups.
All right, I will go with the Richwoods Knights here. They had number 2, Markel Newsom, senior guard, 5'10". Number 4, Javi Smith, junior guard, 6'1". Number 5, Jared Jackson, sorry, Mr. Jackson. Another junior guard, 6'2". You get Greg Burnside, number 12, senior guard, 6'1". And number 24, another senior guard, forward combo, 6 foot, Sabri Katoon, number 24.
And for the Irish who've just been introduced, we have a 6'3" junior, Teddy Demler, number 10, and number 20, a 6'5" junior, Tommy Graham, a 6'9" junior, number 21, Owen Dillon, a 6'9" junior, number 44, Cooper Koch, and running the offense, number 4, a 5'10" sophomore, Caden Hudson. And, you know, we talked about this the first game, the rivalry, Emmanuel Central, Notre Dame Richwoods. Emmanuel Central played each other on February 14th. Now they played each other tonight. We played Richwoods on February 14th, and now here we are playing it tonight. So familiarity, does that breed contempt, or what does that breed? I don't know. But we are looking forward to a great game with two very, very strong rivals.
It definitely breeds two coaching staffs trying to figure out how to do stuff a little bit differently than they did the last time they met.
I do suspect that things will look different for both teams this evening. Talented coaches on both sides of the table, talented coaching staffs, and talented student athletes. We're excited to get this one underway, folks. The ball is up, and we are underway. Irish control the tip. Graham comes down with it. Dimler with the ball, guarded tightly by Smith, and we are underway. Hudson gets it. He is guarded by Newsom. Looks like the Rams, so quickly after that first game, I knew I'd mess up. The Knights are in a tight man-to-man. Koch with the ball, swings it to Hudson, back to Koch. Over to Dillon. Dillon for 3, off the mark. Koch tips it to Graham. Graham with a big dunk. Graham Airlines takes off early in this game.
I'll tell you, Tommy Graham will dunk it every chance he gets, and you know what? He can get up in the air.
I kid you not, as he did it the other night against Limestone, I'm pretty sure he was in the boys' locker room when he took off for that one late dunk. It was fantastic.
I didn't think he had a chance to get that one back up. I just was like, just lay it in, Tommy.
Nope, he jumped and somehow got through a doorway over a police officer and around a couple of guys, and maybe even cleared Dave Rudolph.
Well, you know, after the first half, that's a good move.
Nice drive and finish. That's number 12, Greg Burnside, getting the Knights on the scoreboard here early.
You know, last week's game, Owen Dillon had 17 in the first half against Richwoods, knocking 3 after 3. Missing that first one, Richwoods probably felt good until we get the rebound.
Nice drive, and a lot of Knights there to get the rebound. They get it into the corner. 3 ball is up, and good. That's number 4, Tavy Smith, with the 3.
You know, highlight something the Irish are going to have to do better. Take care of the ball there. Those 3 points came directly from that turnover in the backcourt for the Irish.
Well, you know, last week, just talking to Coach Locke earlier today, there's Demler from the corner.
Koch comes up with the offensive rebound. He gets it out. They find Demler for 3 again. This one's a little short. Graham fights for it, comes up with it. That's 2 offensive rebounds for the Irish, and this one's poked away by Katoom, and it'll stay with the Irish.
But last week at Richwoods, we turned the ball over 18 times. We got away with it and still won the game. And the only reason we were able to win the game is because we were able to turn Richwoods over a lot of times. But we can't afford to do that. We got to take care of the basketball, and we can't give them live ball turnovers and get points off of those. Nice look.
The Irish are moving the ball fairly well. Game looks pretty physical to start. They're double teaming Koch right out of the gate. Demler with it. Guarded tightly by Smith.
Yeah, we don't need to be in a hurry.
Yeah. Nice move by Hudson. Gets poked away, and here come the Knights the other way.
That's what we want to avoid, these turnovers. That's 2 already.
And the nice feed inside to Katoom, and he will finish. And that's a quick 7-2 lead here for the Knights.
Yeah, 2 turnovers, and they're scoring. The other team scoring points off the turnovers, just a double killer.
Yeah, last week when we turned it over, Richwoods was not really having a lot of luck either converting those into points, or they were turning the ball over right back to us. Not happening so far tonight. So we've got to settle down, take care of the basketball, get some shots.
So far, Teddy Demmer's been the only one to really get a good look.
Yes.
Owen Dillon's was a good look for Owen like that, but it was still a long 3.
And again, the 3 ball was falling like snowflakes the other night at P&D against Limestone. I'm not sure how many we ended up with that game, but it was
we had 10 or 11, I think. I can't remember the exact number, but it was a lot.
And if we struggle from that range today, our game is certainly going to have to change. We certainly have the height to battle with this team.
Yeah,
so let's see how this goes.
We should have the mismatches down low.
Tough pass from Koss to Graham. The ball will be turned over, and the Knights will inbound it underneath the Irish basket.
That's 3 turnovers in 3 minutes. Not the pace we want.
No, we do not need that 32 turnover pace. But you can see what Koch and Graham were trying to cook up there. A little backdoor cut,
right.
A little baseline shot for Tommy that he could either dunk or lay in. Just timing was just a bit off.
So the Irish are in the 1-3-1 defense that worked so well for them at Richwoods last week.
Richwoods did not shoot the ball especially well last week. They've come out much better.
Smith with the second 3 to start this game.
Tavy Smith goes off, we're in trouble.
Yep. Smith is going to pick up a foul, which, again, the Irish would love to exploit.
Was that on Smith or was that on, I think that was on Newsom.
Oh, I apologize. That's on Newsom. Which, again, I think the Irish should be just as happy to get Newsom into foul trouble as well. So Richwoods with a quick 10-2 lead. And again, another turnover for the Irish. Here come the Knights back the other way. Koch with a big block. Barrowman comes up with it. Jacob Barrowman, who has checked in for the Irish. His 3 ball up is good. Number 11, Jacob Barrowman.
Big shot by Jacob.
Cuts the lead to 5.
He can be such a shot of energy and enthusiasm and obviously defense and offense off the bench. Just exactly what the Irish needed at that moment.
Kick ball for the Irish. Another substitution for Notre Dame. Number 22, Lucas LaHood will check in for Tommy Graham. Folks, we're under 3:50 to go here in the first quarter. Knights lead 10-5. Knights will welcome number 13. That is Janelle Etherly to the game. Burnside with the ball. They skip it over to Newsom. Newsom shots, goes around. Koch comes up with the rebound.
Boy, Cooper had a bunch of rebounds last week, and that's something his game has really picked up in that area.
Great job by Koch to find the ball underneath. Hudson gets his first basket of the game.
Underrated part of Koch's game is his ability to pass out there from that elbow.
He is
elbow area, the
excellent
wing area.
passer. You are right.
Sees the floor like a surgeon. Koch with the
That's
open
another
court
part
steal.
of his game that's good.
Nice patience from Koch.
Knock it down right there, Cooper.
Letting the game come to him. It's nice to see.
Good feed by Hudson. Koch to Barrowman. Barrowman's 3 is off the mark. Knights come up with the rebound. That would have been a big 3 for Barrowman.
Can't hit them all. The Irish going to
That
get
pass is
turnover.
going to go out of bounds and forced turnover by the Irish.
Timeout by Coach Locker was great. Just settle them down. Just settle things down. You got a long ways to go. Sometimes you just gotta take that initial hit and then just take a couple body blows and now you're okay.
7-2 at the time. Irish and then outscored them 5 to.
Do not get forced to play in a game that's not yours. Absolutely.
Yes. Great way to put it.
Koch with the ball. Looks to drive to the lane. Gets tripped up.
Yeah, got a little bit out of control.
A little over his skis.
What a pass. Big block by Dillon. He's going to get called for a foul. Not sure about that one.
Looked pretty good.
Not sure about this. That looked pretty clean.
Boy,
Looked
no
pretty
foul,
clean.
no foul up top, and there's a lot of distance between their bodies.
Yeah.
They're at the
Burnside's
the
gonna
equator.
get an opportunity to shoot too.
I say don't punish a guy for being 6'9".
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably what happened there. But on the other hand, sometimes you get rewarded for the aggression.
That's right.
Taking
Yeah.
it to the basket hard like Burnside did.
So Burnside knocks down his first free throw. He's got one to follow here. He's got 3 on the night. Second one falls as well. The Knights have increased their lead, 12-7.
Little soft pressure by Richwood, just slowing us down. 1-3-1 of their own right now.
Which if the Irish can move this ball quickly and they can find some of those corner threes for Dillon or Koch, could be trouble.
Look for Dillon. Got to look cross court underneath. You might be able to find him.
There's Koch. Goes cross.
That's a
There's
good pass.
Dillon for 3. It's good. Owen Dillon gets on the board for the first time tonight. Closes the gap to 2.
You skip it, make the zone move, and then borrow him, and that quick pass down to Dillon was perfect.
There's great patience by everybody on wearing gray out there today. All the Irish.
Newsom with the ball, patient. Waiting for his offense to set up. Swings it out to Jackson. Jackson, one of the most athletic boys on the floor right now. Gets it in the corner. 3 balls off the mark.
Good play by Owen. Couldn't grab it, tipped it
Yep.
to his teammate.
Knew right where Cooper
Yeah.
was. Not the first time nor the last time those two will do that.
Yeah, they've played together a little bit, haven't they?
They have. Nice move by Hudson. And Koch with the rebound, put back. He gets fouled. He'll get an opportunity to shoot it too.
Like to see Caden do that. I'm glad he penetrated.
Yeah, it's something we didn't see him do hardly at all first part of the season. Of course, new to basketball for the Irish.
Yeah.
Played quite a few extra games in soccer this year due to winning the state championship. And
Free throws out the mark for Koch. That foul was charged to number 5, Jared Jackson. It'll be his first, team second. Number 10, Teddy Dimler, will check back in for the Irish as Koch gets ready to shoot his second. That one is good.
token pressure by the Irish, just to give Richwoods
Number 33,
little bit of a
Elliot
look.
Lynch, is checked in for the Irish.
Yeah, that was,
That
I
is-
saw that coming. That was a great look.
Burnside now has 6.
You won't get two easier ones than that.
Now,
Teddy Dimler got himself trapped.
ball goes through Koch's hands. Here comes Jackson the other way. Great pass and finish. Number 2, Markel Newsom.
Only thing worse than a live ball turnover, fellas, a live ball turnover at half court.
That's right. That's 5 turnovers for the Irish in the quarter, and that's just not going to do it.
No, but this the defense has energized the offense. The offense has energized the defense for Richwoods.
And I would
As a
say
coach.
probably those 5 turnovers probably led to 6 points.
Right. So Owen Dillon checks back in for the Irish. Nick Louderman on the floor for the Knights. Dimler with the ball.
Terrific pressure on
5
the ball for
seconds to go.
Richwoods.
Koch with it.
Got to shoot it.
Shoots. No shot. They're waving it off, and the Irish will go into first quarter break down 16-11. I tell you, that quarter was a quarter of runs.
Yes.
And yes, it was. Unfortunately for the Irish, the 2 biggest runs were from the Knights. But I think it was all about the turnovers. I mean, it's just the Irish turnovers are leading the points for Richwoods, particularly that last one, that last live ball turnover out of half court. And we got to watch that. But part of that is terrific on-ball pressure from the Knights defense on the Irish. Really giving the Irish, really not letting us get into the point of attack on our offense like we normally would. We're going to have to figure out maybe a different area to attack.
And, 16 points. Last week when we beat Richwoods at Richwoods had 38 points for the game. They got 16 in the first quarter. But, they made some shots. They didn't make a lot of those shots last week, and you got to figure if they're going to make those shots tonight, it's going to be a little harder. We may have to adjust some things defensively to come out and take that away from them. But we have gotten lost a couple times on defense as well, and I'm sure Coach Locker's not real happy about that.
So starters on the floor for Notre Dame. For Richwoods, Nehemiah Mason's in. I see Louderman. Louderman with the jumper off the mark. Another Richwoods rebound. Well, looked like the start of a rebound and went out of bounds. We'll give him one.
That's a team rebound.
It is. Everybody on the team watched it, just
Yeah.
praying it was going to roll out of bounds. Smart play, because you don't want to pick it up as it's touching.
So man-to-man defense still for the Knights. Hudson with the drive. And does not come up with much.
Yeah, made that a tougher shot than it was initially.
Yeah.
Could have gone up initially and had an open shot. They're doing a really nice job on Cooper right now. Just him even getting free to catch the ball, much less trying to shoot it.
So Burnside with the ball. Burnside's got 6 on the night, doing good things for the Knights. He swings it out to Tavy Smith, who's got 2 threes. Burnside juggles it, holds on to it.
Burnside was the quarterback of the football team. He's an athlete, smart kid, knows what he's doing out there.
Not going to get rattled.
No.
Yeah, you're not going to get rattled if you're in the.
Richwoods right here, as you can see, they're finding the seams in the 1-3-1. Dimmler's going to pick up his first foul. It'll be the team's second as number 11, Javen Moore, to line shooting 2. Moore's first one.
Rattles home.
Rattles around, drops. Knights will take a 6-point lead. We're a second under 7 minutes to go here in the second quarter. Second free throw again. Moore's taking advantage of every bit of real estate on that rim before it drops.
Richwoods hasn't missed many shots thus far. And part of it is because they're getting some pretty good looks.
Yeah, they're living in that restricted area down there, getting those looks from 6 feet in.
And we're having trouble just getting into our offense.
Not sure about this call.
Offensive foul, is that going to be on Owen?
I don't see that at all. Absolutely at all.
Not if it was on. Was it on Owen?
I think it was. They said 12 because he went. Some of the officials go.
Yeah, that's going to be
They
Owen's
change
second.
hands on their fingers, and you want to get it to where the person looking is going to see.
I don't know how you can call that when he's just creating separation. It didn't look like he had hooked him.
No.
But
it was not a moving screen or anything like that. Yeah, that's one that's.
That's a tough call.
Yeah, that's a tough one to go against you.
Owens had 2 fouls called on him. He hasn't fouled either one of them.
Yeah.
It will usually even out during a game, though.
Yeah, and that might be one of the even outs right there.
Yeah, if I would have called anything there, I would have called offensive. He lowered the shoulder. I would have called that an offensive.
We'll take it.
Yeah, that is the
Would
move.
Do you agree with that, Rob?
That is the move of a boy who plays quarterback for the football team.
Yeah, he's not afraid of contact.
No, he is not.
He's not.
But yeah,
this pressure, the Irish are going to have to figure out something to do with.
Yeah. And in the half court, it's even worse because we're having trouble just getting that first pass.
Yeah.
They are overplaying everything.
Yeah, I'm getting the
So I didn't see this one's going to be
on
on number
number
5,
five
Jared
again.
Jackson. His second. And Jackson is who they've assigned Cooper. They've assigned Jared Jackson to Cooper Koch. He got into foul trouble last week at Richwoods. Had to sit him for a little bit, and that changed things.
I think he's got one job to do, and that is just be all over Koch, make his night miserable. That's a travel.
Yep. So far, they're doing a pretty effective job there. It's just suffocating. It's just taking the oxygen out of the when we get into the half court.
And again, you can't take anything away from Jackson's athleticism here, but an opportunity to just post Cooper up, and continue to try to draw fouls on Jackson, force him to put somebody else on Cooper.
That's another guy lost.
Big block
what a
from
block.
Cooper Koch as Jackson thought he had the easy basket. Dillon swings at the Koch. Koch looks to drive. He goes up strong. Shot doesn't go. They're going to call that off of Tommy Graham.
Yeah, Tommy did a good job there fighting for the offensive rebound, but it looks like it does go off Tommy's hand.
So, folks, we've been stuck here at 18 and 11. It's been a 2-0 quarter here in favor of the Knights. And we're almost 3 minutes into it.
You can see that Richwoods put somebody at the high post and they're running somebody baseline, and we're kind of staring at the ball. We need to open up a little bit more.
And when they find that, when they get that person on the wing with that ball, oftentimes either the point guard will cut or opposite wing will cut, and they're finding that guy often.
Dimler did a better job that time, just discouraging that pass. And if they make that shot, we're in trouble.
That's tough. That's tough. Number 4, Tavy Smith with his third three. That's a 10-point lead here, folks, to go with under 5 minutes.
All come from that right corner, too, I believe. Yeah, that is his sweet spot. You got to have to force him off of that spot.
It's the ability of having that guard break down the defense, and then they're able to kick it out. We haven't been able to do that yet.
No, we have not discovered the
that's
key
a foul.
yet.
Yep, this one's going to be on Javen Moore, his first. It'll be the team's 4th.
This is on 11. Moore is first. Team's 5th.
The Irish are absolutely struggling to score the ball. Half-court offense has not been working here very well for them. They get it into Koch. Koch goes down, loses the ball. Here come the Knights the other way. Great pass, another block for the Irish. Putbacks off the mark. Hudson fights for it. They're letting them play, folks. Kick the ball out. Newsom's got it. They get it back in the corner. 3-ball is good. Number 4, Tavy Smith. That's his 4th three of the night. And the Knights now have a 24-11 lead.
That three didn't come directly from the turnover, but that possession never stopped.
That's right.
Right now the Irish are on their heels, and from the looks of it up here, they don't have much of an answer for anything.
No. Richwoods is making shots they didn't make a week ago out at Richwoods. The turnovers that we are making are turning into points for Richwoods, which didn't happen last week. And we're just having trouble getting anything going offensively.
To me, the most worrying thing about our offensive doubles is Richwoods isn't doing anything fancy. They're not doing anything junky. They're not doing anything that we haven't seen. It's just good, hard man-to-man defense, and we don't have an option for it. We need some back cuts in there. We need some back picks. We have to do something.
So this is a big timeout for Notre Dame. What comes out of this is really going to define the remainder part of this half.
Yeah, we have to come out of this, and even if you don't make it, you have to get a good look at this. You have to run something, the thing you're most sure of, that's going to get you a good look. Whether that's your bread and butter player, whether it's something you were hoping to save for later on in the game, I think it's getting later on in the game a lot earlier than the Irish would like.
Yeah, as Yogi Berra say, it gets laid awfully early out here, and that's kind of where we are right now. We can't get too far behind, too much farther behind.
Right. Three balls up for Koch, and it's good.
That's exactly what we were talking about, gentlemen.
That's a big hit for Cooper and the Irish. Now a stop is completely necessary here for Notre Dame. Looks like Richwoods is going to slow things down. They get it back out.
Well, at some point, Richwoods is going to say, we're tired of attacking this 1-3-1. Well, let's see what else you got.
Yeah.
I don't think they get too tired right now attacking it because they've been so successful.
I would keep attacking
it. If I was out there, I would,
I would keep attacking it because you're right now, you're kind of taking the momentum away from yourself that you had going into that timeout.
And giving Notre Dame another opportunity to talk about it.
And you know what? That's exactly right. Then you know, at this point, let's shorten the game, a little bit for the rest of this half. We get into the locker room and kind of regroup a little bit and figure some things out, make some changes.
Well, even our you know, if you would call it our 1-3-1 or whatever numbers you want to apply to our zone, it's a little easier for us to just kind of stay in it while the other team tries to bring us out of it, because we can just send one guy up top and have him chase the ball.
Right.
And that counts. That starts to count, and that gets you. It's not like a standard 2-3 where you're packed in and you're going to have to completely change how you do something.
And just like that, it appears to me we have changed things. Looks like this is a 1-2-2.
A little bit of a, yep, there we go.
And
All
just
right.
a little tweak can do
smart.
things like that.
So smart by Coach Locker and the staff.
And Richwood just kind of took the air out of their own sails by stopping playing when they had everything going. Smith had hit 4 threes without missing. I don't think he'd missed one.
Yeah. And then they took the timeout, which I didn't quite understand either.
Now this is another very important possession for the Irish, as is everyone for the remainder of this half.
See, Jared Jackson's now on on Owen Dillon.
Yep, they're going to continue to run different bodies at Cooper, I think. Burnside now.
And again, I'd put Koch right on the block and give him the ball.
Yeah, Cooper's working. He is working.
Hudson for 3. It's good. Caden Hudson.
You know what? The best thing happened to Caden was he made some of those shots the other night against Limestone, and now he knows he can make them. It's a big shot.
So again, we'll see. I noticed that Smith held off on shooting that from the corner. Jumper's off the mark. Hudson comes up with it.
Good defense by Cooper.
Now they have just led us right back into this thing.
Yep. Dillon goes high to Koch, gets tipped away. Here comes Jackson the other way.
That's not the pass to make. My goodness.
Jared Jackson gets his first basket of the game off the steal in the transition.
Yeah, breaks 6-0 run for the Irish there. Yeah, didn't make Richwoods break it. We gave it to him.
Yeah. They're not giving Owen much breathing room right now.
Koch jumper, turnaround, no good.
2 touches the rim. Good shot. Cooper can make that. A little bit unlucky with the bounce.
A nice move around the rim, no good.
Good play
That's
by
gonna get
Owen.
knocked out. Yep.
Dillon held his ground, made him change his shot.
Again, 1:30 left to go in the quarter. An opportunity for the Irish to close this gap. Whether a 2 or a 3, get a couple of possessions.
Yeah, Teddy Dimmler now handling the point duties for the Irish. Let's see if they can still get into their offense. Been better here in these last 2 minutes.
There we go. That's where the ball's got to go.
LaHood for 3. Good! Lucas LaHood. Big 3 for the Irish.
Cooper showed great patience there. Did perfect. Lucas might have shuffled a little bit before that shot, but you know what? It wasn't called.
You know what? We're not wearing stripes, so it's okay.
Calls tend to
Newsom
even out.
swings it to Burnside, gets it back to Newsom. Again, what the Irish do not want to give up here is a 3.
You got to know where Smith is.
Got to get the defensive rebound too. It's got to be a one shot.
Big block by Koch again.
All right.
Great job by Dimmler
Let's get
to
the
get
last
it down.
shot here. Then we get possession to start the half.
Perlman gets it, looks to drive, gets poked away by Katoom. Again, those opportunities where you get a big steal and turn it over right away just can't happen.
If we get the last shot there, score or not, it's the worse it is a 6-point game with us having the ball coming out. We score, it's 4 or 3.
Yeah, chances of Jacob finishing near the rim on that against this defense. You got to know. Well, you always say clock and context.
That's it.
Mike. Yeah,
know
you always say
know
that.
the situation.
Another
Clock,
kick ball.
You know, time and score is the biggest thing of but they're high school kids.
Right.
They are. Yeah, it's not that that's a bad move by Barrowman with 6 minutes to go in the first quarter.
Right. I mean, Jacob came out with a lot of confidence tonight. I think that's I'm happy to see that.
Oh, absolutely. And we're going to need him. Going to need him in the second half to continue that confidence. Because he's got another big shot in him. All right, 2.6 seconds
Make
of
him throw
defense
it
here
out.
for the
Oh,
Irish.
not there. My
That
goodness.
just can't happen. It just can't happen. Pass is good for Jalen McFadden. And so Richwoods will go in with a 28-20 lead.
Well, you said it, Jim. First quarter was a quarter of runs. Second quarter was a quarter of runs, too. The Irish had a little bit better of the runs there, but Knights finished with a nice little 4-6 point run there themselves and back up by 8.
Folks, Knights lead 28-20 as we go into halftime here. We'll take a little breather ourselves. We'll be back in about 9 minutes. Don't go far.
Pepsi and popcorn, not water.
100 years later, since 1921, J.C. Dillon Incorporated is still serving Central Illinois with all your residential, commercial, and industrial plumbing and site utility needs.
Whether it be a random plumbing repair or hookup, new water heater, water softener, sewage pump, sump pump replacement.
For a new underground water service, sanitary sewer, storm sewer, please contact us at J.C. Dillon Plumbing or visit our website at jcdilloninc.com.
J.C. Dillon Incorporated, proud supporter of Notre Dame High School.
Can I have your attention, please? There's a silver Hyundai. Can I have your attention, please? There's a silver Hyundai, license plates 583-1059. You need to move your car immediately. Also, there's a black Ford Escort, license plate SCHIF5. You need to move your car. Black Ford Escort, license plate SCHIF5, and a silver Hyundai, license plate 583-1059.
Folks, welcome back to Peoria High School for the second of our two regional semifinal games. Our first game went to Manual, 59-51 over Peoria High School. This one, the Knights are in control. Richwoods Knights control this one, 28-20 over the Notre Dame Irish. That not completely on the backs of, but I tell you what, Tavy Smith is shooting the lights out with 4 3-pointers. He's getting some nice help from Greg Burnside, who has 6 points. Javen Moore with 2 free throws. Jared Jackson with a pair. And Markel Newsom with a bucket himself. And Sabri Katoum also has a basket. On the Irish side, Caden Hudson has 5. Jacob Barrowman a 3 himself. Tommy Graham with the 2. Dillon with the 3. LaHood with the 3. And Koch with a free throw and a 3 as well. So the Irish are starting to heat up a little bit from the 3-point line. But where they need to get things rolling for themselves is on the defensive side of the court.
Yeah, and you know, the thing that just looking at here, 75% of our points have come from 3-point, where, you know, with Richwoods, it's been, you know, more than 50% have been, you know, around the basket. So we're, you know, the 3-point shot is great if you're making it, but we got to find other ways to score,
right,
and we got to take care of the ball. I unofficially have us for 8 turnovers. I might have missed 1 or 2 in the half. That's just way too many.
Yeah, you'd rather have 2-pointers from 2 feet if you can get them. That's
Koch
what
for
Richwoods
3
had.
is good. Cooper Koch with his second 3 of the night closes the gap to 5 for the Irish.
I would have loved that with that 26-20
exactly
deficit that we talked about.
So again, right now we have 3 soccer players on the floor for the Irish. State champion soccer players.
So there could be some kicking of the
So
ball.
I know our coaching staff loves to see their feet in action.
Soccer players are pretty happy to look up and see 23 points on the board. They're like, wow, hey, that's the season's worth.
So another kick ball non-soccer player.
That's the golfer out there.
Although I have no doubt, Coach Bear would take 6'9" Cooper Koch on the soccer field. He's giving us a thumbs up.
Well, if Cooper's the kind of golfer I am, he's probably kicked one of those balls around before too, out of frustration.
It's your 15th club is your foot. Come on.
So Knights get the ball in the corner. Tavy
Gotta
Smith
know
for
where
three.
he is.
Off the mark. Koch with the rebound.
Good,
He's
good,
going to
good.
get fouled. And again, this is what the Irish want right now.
Yep. Well, we said the Irish are a couple defensive stops, a couple good offensive possessions away from being in a tie game.
So
we've got the first offensive possession and the first defensive stop under our belts already.
Sabri Khatun picks up his first foul, team's first of the second half.
And let's face it, if Richwoods going to make about every three they shoot, it's going to be a long night for us anyway.
Right.
They're going to miss some. We just got to be able to rebound those misses.
Now, we can't.
Another turnover.
We can't have these turnovers. I don't know how that's not a double dribble on that right there. Maybe it got poked and I missed it. Their view from the floor significantly better from ours up here in the balcony.
We got Smith here lurking in this left corner.
They get it in the corner, Jackson. They get it downside of Khatun. Khatun finds
good recovery by Cooper.
Smith decides against it after missing his last one.
Good job, Cooper. Got to look around.
So Knights showing patience right now.
Something they did to great effect in that first half. Usually ended up with a 2-footer.
So again, folks, not much to say here as the Knights have gone into a stall offense. This is the postcard image of why we need a shot clock in Illinois. We saw it for the Tournament of Champions at Washington this year, right? Correct? Am I right in saying that they had it there?
Yeah, they did have it there.
And it was wildly successful and quite loved by coaches and players alike.
Certainly would be loved by broadcasters.
Yeah, this is and the fans are starting to let you know what they think.
Well, we saw in the first half that this strategy completely derailed Richwoods' momentum and their offense.
Right.
So a little surprised they would use it this early.
And then end up with a turnover.
Yeah.
Now the Irish can't turn the ball over back. They have to take advantage here to get a basket. Koch for three. Off the mark. Oh, Dillon almost with the rebound.
Yeah. Just took that funny extra hop.
And
there we
Graham
go.
with good hands gets it to Koch.
That's
Great
just
steal by
tremendous
Tommy,
athlete.
yep.
Tommy Graham is such a good athlete.
So Dimmler with the ball gets it out to Hudson. Hudson gets inside to Graham.
So far, the Irish defense has held up their end of the bargain here, what they needed to do. Let's see if the offense can stay with them.
Oh, my goodness.
A couple of missed shots inside by Dillon. Dillon gets it outside to Koch.
Let's
Koch
take a
for
three instead of that.
Off the mark. Graham goes
job,
inside,
Tommy.
off the mark. Koch with the rebound putback.
Relentless offensive rebounding there from the Irish.
Okay.
Unfortunately, it was needed because we missed a couple of really easy shots, but
I don't
still.
want to beat a dead horse here, but the Irish really seem to control the inside 4 feet around the basket.
Right.
So I just wonder, why are we not looking to get the ball in there, Mark? Again, you leave Newsom in the corner, he's going to find it. Markel Newsom for three, he's got 5.
Gorgeous
and the lead
looking
is back up
left-handed
to
shot.
6.
It's one of the things you hate is just miss on defense.
Yeah.
You just miss, and that usually leads to bad things.
Graham with the ball, looks to drive, guarded tightly by Khatun. It's going to be knocked out of bounds.
Yeah, initially,
Rather nice.
the official pointed in one direction, but
Yeah.
he knew he was,
Quickly changed his mind.
yeah, he was, didn't make the wrong call, just pointed the wrong direction.
Richwoods players need to understand that they're on defense.
Well, let's not tell them.
Not going to hear it from me. Just a general
Well, we did have a
observation.
game this year where we were 5-on-4 and we launched a 3 instead of taking it in.
Right. The Hood has it for 3. Off the mark.
So good job,
Rahman
Jacob.
fights for it.
Boy, that'd have been a
ball.
big 3.
It would have been.
But you know what? It's almost like if you don't shoot it initially, maybe don't shoot it at all.
I don't see a kicked ball there, but I'm seeing a nod from Coach Bear, and he would know. He's seen a few balls kicked in his lifetime.
Good news for the Irish is only 3 points they've given up so far. Was that 3? And it came with more than
trouble.
4.5 minutes gone.
Koch with a big rebound.
That was a great job by Owen Dillon keeping that ball.
Yeah, it was. Owen initiated that.
That's the 3rd or 4th time he's done something
Goodness.
like that.
We keep trying to force passes where that aren't there.
That looks from here to be the right call.
And even if it's not, we put ourselves in a situation where the official is going to make that choice. He's going to go in
There's 3 minutes, just under 3 minutes left to go in the quarter. Plenty of time, only 6 points down.
Yeah.
Not sure why we're rushing things.
Tough break.
Yep.
He was in the right spot, just a tough break.
He read that perfectly.
Yep.
Cooper read that perfectly.
That happens.
Actually, if it had been a better pass by Richwoods, it would have had a worse result for Richwoods.
Yeah, that's right.
Better to be lucky than good sometimes.
Oh, just about. Yep.
Thought it might be coming. This one's going to be on Caden Hudson. Tough foul, but it's only his first and only the team first.
Caden will, sometimes doing that, he makes some plays. He pokes it away and he makes some plays. So
it's a hustle foul.
It's a great example of what you're talking about, Mike, when you just miss on defense.
Yeah.
Bad things tend to immediately follow.
If you're going to just miss, you'd rather just miss and foul somebody than just miss and be out of the play. Because then it usually results in, that should be offense.
Wow,
I thought he initiated it, but.
That's going to be on LaHood. That'll be his first, team second.
He was still moving there, it looks like. Yeah, moving to his left and moving backwards.
They go to the corner. Nice play by the Knights. Get inside. Number 13, Netherly.
Saw too much of that in the first half.
Just late getting there. Tremendous pass.
It was a tremendous pass. Very good find.
Got to get it to him.
This is going to be trouble. Another basket for the Knights. Number 4, Davey Smith.
And all of a sudden, it's a double-digit lead again for the Knights.
And folks, Notre Dame will take a 30-second timeout as Knights extend their lead again, 35-25. And Coach, I hate to call out the negative part of the Irish game, but what's our turnover tally?
I've got it officially at 11, and out of those 11 turnovers, I don't know how many of them have become points, but it seems like most of them.
That's the frustrating part of the game.
Yeah,
that
they must be averaging
10 minutes left in the game, and if you can take those 10 minutes, get 10 good defensive stops, and get 10 baskets, that's a W.
Yeah.
More, get 5 baskets, it's a tie. But and take it possession by possession right now and not overplay it.
Yeah, extra possessions I'm pretty sure Richard's got to be averaging about 1.7 points or something like that per turnover.
And 11 turnovers, again, that's unofficial. Could be more. I know it's at least 11. It doesn't seem a lot of times like a ton, except in a game like this where Richwoods has held the ball a few times, there's been fewer possessions. So it's been a high percentage of.
So that's one that's going to be on Netherly, his first, team's second, if I'm not mistaken.
I think you got it.
Tommy Graham completely forced that by just being aggressive there. Strong baseline drive.
Another turnover for the Irish. Jared Jackson gets the ball, comes down. He loses it. He just lost a handle on that, if I'm not mistaken.
That ball was not touched by anybody except Jackson.
We'll see that here. Yeah. Tough break for Jackson. Nice move, but great defense by Cooper.
Yeah, sometimes the best defense is just to get yourself in their eyes and sight.
So Owen Dillon with the ball will bring it up, guarded tightly by Burnside. They get it inside to Koch. Koch loses a handle on it. Another turnover for the Irish, and the Knights will come back the other way. They get it to Burnside. Another finish at the rim. Number 11, Javen Moore.
Great initial defense with Tommy Graham, and Tommy comes up a little bit gimpy there on that right foot.
So the Knights in control right now with a 12-point lead. Minute to go here in the third quarter.
Yeah, it was 28-23 when we knocked down that three, and it's been all Richwoods since then.
Dillon's three-pointer's off the mark. Knights come up with the rebound, and they're not wasting any time. Koch comes up with it. Gets the rebound, gets it to Dillon, who gets it to Dimler.
But we're having trouble just staying on our feet.
Dillon with it, swings it over to Barrowman, back to Koch. Koch with the jumper, gets fouled. He'll go to line, shooting two. This looks like this one's going to be on number 4, Davey Smith, his second.
Kind of odd that.
I've got him for 1.
I've got him for 1 too.
40 seconds ago, Richwoods probably should have held that last ball out there instead of taking it. You know, what we've been complaining about them doing.
But when has Richwoods been at their best tonight? When they're moving the ball up and down the floor. When they let the air out of it.
Yeah,
they shot themselves.
You can see their idea. They're thinking that maybe that's the final nail in the coffin. Get a big score there. Maybe get another chance with the way we're not taking care of the ball. See if the Irish take advantage of it. I already have so far. 1 free throw in for Cooper Koch.
Second free throw for Koch is good.
Cooper's got 11, but they have not been easy 11.
No. So the Irish are really going to try to pressure Richwood. I thought they were going to.
Good play by Richwoods again. Last shot here. That's the time to do it. Start the quarter with the ball.
And no basket, but the ball to start the fourth quarter.
Yeah, that's what they did. Nice spin move there. Couldn't get it to go.
So again, not a good quarter for the Irish. Richwoods puts 9 up in the quarter. The Irish only 7. And again, the Irish have a little bit of a hole that they got to take themselves out of here. 10-point deficit. 8 minutes to go. They've got some work to do.
Yeah, and like we said, it was 28-23. From that point on, it went 9-4 Richwoods, and now we got work to do. We got, like you just said it, we got a lot of work to do. We got to make stops. We got to convert. But more than anything else, we got to take care of the basketball.
Yeah, we can't give them. Yeah, we need every possession.
Yep.
And we cannot be giving extra ones away.
Folks, we can take a minute here to recognize our game day sponsors. Midwest Orthopedic Center, River City Roofing, Kelleher's, Hine Construction, Darren LaHood, Country Financial, McClellan Consulting, J.C. Dillon, the Nethery Group, Lou's Drive-In, J.R. Koch Team, Kroll Companies, Oliver's in the Heights, Cruisins, and M4 Steel. This live stream is brought to you because of those wonderful local companies. Please consider patronizing them, at least the ones that are open. Some of them are not yet for the season, but the countdown for Lou's is on.
I'd probably go to Lou's about right now if they were open. I think I'd go from the game to Lou's.
I'd have no problem with that because, folks, it is only 7 o'clock.
7 o'clock, and I haven't had dinner yet.
No,
I know.
I have not as well.
And maybe I should, I don't know. Knock on the door, see if anybody's home.
See? Maybe they're experimenting.
Maybe they won't mind if we just pop right in and cook ourselves a little dinner. So the Knights with the ball, they are going to try to stall a little bit here. Katoon with the ball, skip pass over to Newsom.
Quick timeout there by Willie Smith.
Timeout. Again, this is an opportunity here where I think Notre Dame really has to discuss how are we going to pressure them into giving us the ball.
Yeah.
The 1-3-1 has been successful against Richwoods, but not down by 10.
Yeah. It's a great defense to get you a lead and hold on to that lead, but now it's difficult.
It's an anaconda defense. It's meant to squeeze you during the whole game, but now you have to do something different. It's really a shame that we started out those first 5 minutes of the third quarter. Terrific defense.
Yeah.
We held them to 1 3-pointer for the first 5 minutes of the game. Crawled back into it ourselves, but then those turnovers again just bit us in the butt.
That has probably been the biggest issue you can look at is just the turnovers and the ability for Richwoods to convert those turnovers into points.
That's a give Richards all
Right.
the credit in the world. Not just sometimes the turnovers weren't forced; we just us making bad plays. But Richards did turn them into points, and usually quickly.
Yeah, like we said, this is a good Richwoods team. You know, I think it's a good Notre Dame team when we're making the shots that we,
Right.
Richwoods not letting us make those shots that we made last week because they're not letting us take those shots.
Exactly. Jackson with the ball, dribbles, looks for the shot.
We're gonna get Connor or Owen Dillon. I keep wanting to call him
I
Connor.
think they might get Dillon with this one. They sure do. Owen Dillon picks up his third.
He brought that right arm
Third.
down.
Jared Jackson gets an opportunity to shoot two. Get Jackson, who doesn't fill up the point stats, but he absolutely contributes so much to this Knights team.
Yeah,
A little
And
too much
Richwoods
tonight.
has,
I would be fine if he contributed less tonight.
And they have not missed a free throw yet tonight either. They've been spot on just about everything they've done offensively tonight.
And I'm pretty sure Richwoods has had 2 weeks to prepare for this game. I don't know if they've played since we saw them on Valentine's Day. Have they?
I do not know. That's a good question. Did not have to play the extra game that we did against Limestone.
No, they did not have the play-in game.
Yeah,
Dillon for three, off the mark.
Well, that's been a big difference too. Is
Yeah.
Owens only made one of those tonight, and he had several of those last week at Richwoods. We tend to shoot the ball and play pretty well at Richwoods.
Yeah. So again, the call's going to eventually have to come for a man-to-man defense. Whether that'll be at the 6.5 mark, the 6-minute mark, something's going to have to force Richwoods out of this comfort zone.
Richards has at least 3 and maybe 4. I'm not really quite sure about Smith, but at least 3 really good ball handlers out there. And they're going to be tough to get the ball away from them.
The ball's in the corner. They find. They did. They found Smith. He missed a shot.
Yeah.
Almost got his own rebound. They get upside to Hudson. Koch with the ball.
Got to
Koch
look
makes
to
a
score
strong
here.
move.
Got to score
Goes
here.
up. He gets fouled. Does not drop, but he'll get a pair of free throws.
Best case scenario for the Irish, score with the clock stopped now. We're getting to that point in the game. 6:10 left, down 12.
Batum with the foul. Koch gets 2. So again, as you said, Rob's scoring with the clock stopped is critical right now.
Yep.
Scoring the key word here, though.
Yeah. Easier to stop the clock than it is to score.
Second free throw up for Koch. In and out. So, folks, we are at the 6-minute mark here. Knights lead 39-27. The Irish really have to make something happen here. One stop at a time. They got one on that last possession, weren't able to score. Now we're going to get a travel call. I'll be interested to see what happened. Did he leave the ground and land?
Yeah, I couldn't.
I don't know.
He got that dribble down.
I
yeah.
think it looked funny.
It did look
but
funny.
I don't think he maybe
If that was
violated
If
anything.
that was the case, my two partners would get a lot of fouls.
Yeah,
called.
yeah.
There's
but
my
you would.
joke
There
of
you
the
go.
night.
There you go.
Actually, I think all 3 of us would get a lot of fouls called on us.
I would
but
get tossed from the gym.
I might get a couple of intentionals with this face, but there you go.
wouldn't
Free
have-
ball up for Hudson. Off the mark.
Great hustle play by Burnside there to keep that ball alive, keep it in.
They're going to hit Koch with this foul. It is Cooper's first, team's 4th. So ball comes in to Newsom. He'll bring the ball up. Hudson will pick up a quick one here. Not the worst fouls in the world,
No.
maybe a little early, but still, they're going to have to stop the clock here ultimately.
Well, yeah, all you can really do right now is shorten the game with, you got to get the ball back. And we're not going to get it back this way.
I know Notre Dame hasn't played much man-to-man this year, but any hesitation in going man-to-man?
Well, you know,
Force you over
This
back
is going to get discussed here. This is going to get discussed.
Ball was touched. Did they get possession? I don't think it's an over and back call. It's definitely Caden.
I don't think it's over and back.
Yeah, Caden definitely. Yeah, that's good refereeing. Got together, put their heads together. So what did you see? What
bottom
did you
line
see?
is make the right call.
Yes,
Yeah.
Make the right call.
Yeah, I believe they did. It was the right call. The ball was tipped in the air.
Yeah,
Player came down with the feet straddled. It's not over and back. So, folks, we're under 5 minutes to go here. Irish are down by 12 still. It's a good fake there. Nice hustle by Hudson. Does not come up with anything. Jackson with the ball. I'll be honest with you, the Knights are doing a great job protecting the ball.
Yeah, they've got a lot of guys can handle it.
Yeah. This is trouble, folks.
Yeah, I was just about to say that length usually leads to a tired defense.
Yep.
That's now a 14-point lead here for the Knights. They get the ball inside the Koch.
Largest lead of the game here for the Knights.
Koch gets fouled. This is going to be on the ground. That one's going to be on number 2, Markel Newsom. Only his second, team's fourth.
You know, you'd mentioned Graham, a little gimpy. Is he? I wonder if there's a little more banged up than we thought.
He's coming into the game now.
He is coming back now.
He's been out for a while.
I didn't look like he was receiving any treatment.
No.
But,
hey, it looks to be moving well, doesn't he?
Right.
and we'll find out pretty soon. He'll usually imprints the game pretty quick.
Oh boy, some of these are just not dropping. This one's going to be on number 12, Greg Burnside, his first, team's fifth.
Amazing Burnside only has one
Check
foul.
that, team six, it looks like.
Given how involved he's been on defense.
Yeah.
I mean it in a good way. I don't mean that they haven't called things on him.
That's Owen's only fourth point tonight, which very atypical for him.
A lot different from a week ago.
Yep. Oh, good work by the Irish to get that ball poked away. Cooper Koch comes up with the steal.
Yeah, it's got to turn into points for us the way it turns into points for
It cannot
Richwoods.
turn over into a turnover, though. That's been one of the problems. We force a turnover and give it right back. Koch for three. Good. Cooper Koch, big three for the Irish. Cut the lead down to 9. 3:40 left to go.
Officials got to do something. Can't let that ball just keep rolling out of bounds.
That's
blow the whistle and get
out
it
of
back.
bounds, something's got to happen. Delay a game on somebody.
Well, Richwoods player was smart. If they're not going to blow the whistle and stop it, let that ball roll.
So timeout called by Coach Smith. Talk things over here. Little momentum shift here towards the Irish. Folks, we're going to catch our breath here. We'll be right back with you in just about a minute. Don't go far. All right, so the Knights inbound it. We're approaching 3 minutes to go here left in the game. Ball gets poked away, Knights control. Irish have turned up their defense here, trying to get that turnover, not a lot of time left. Jared Jackson doing a great job controlling it for the Irish.
Ooh, yeah.
Koch is going to get called for the foul, and that's going to put Jackson at the line, shooting 1 and 1. He's made both of his free throws. Jackson has tonight.
Oh, this is only the 6th. Or no, it is the 7th. He announced the 6th. They're checking.
I could be wrong.
No, it is out of bounds.
It is out of bounds.
Everything says 6 that I've got. So.
Sorry, folks. I mean, it was bound to happen this season. There it is, my first mistake.
Jared Jackson is like, wait, I don't get to shoot for that?
Yeah, I've got us for 6, and that's unusual that I'm right.
Jared Jackson's, I just got hit in the face for that.
Look at.
Oh boy, Tommy Graham gets called for that one. Strong move by Moore.
Look here in the replay, he probably goes up with that the first time.
That's a wall up move, tough, you know, tough situation. Moore's first free throw. Tell you, they just don't miss their free throws.
They still haven't missed one tonight.
Did Katoon make both of his? Did he have 2 free throws?
I don't know. I don't have him down for shooting them. And maybe I missed that. There, ooh, I thought that was a miss.
Not tonight.
So folks, 2:45 left here in the game. Knights with an 11-point lead. Hudson with the ball. Looks to drive. Gets it to Dimler. Dimler guarded tightly in the corner. Out to Koch. Koch for 3. Great job by Hudson. Kind of tips it to Graham, and Graham finishes. Good
Great
teamwork.
play by Hudson. Good awareness by Tommy Graham. And we just got to foul and take our chance. We're either going to, I think you just foul, and if they make them both, they make them both. But
I wish we'd change our defense a little bit just to get more pressure on them for situations like that. Matson's good for number 2. Markel Newsom.
That's almost like thank you for taking that shot, and then he buries it.
Gutsy shot.
That's going to be on Owen, his 4th.
Player control, no shooting coming out of that.
Requisite wiping of the court down there. Both these teams perspiring heavily.
Under 2 minutes to go here, folks. Richwoods leads 45-34. From about here on out, everything has to go perfect for the Irish to pull out this W.
Yeah. We got to foul immediately. Miss free throws, come down, score. That's all you can do. Do the old Jim Valvano. Let them get 2. You come down and make 3s every time. But it takes a long time for that to happen. And I'm not sure 2 minutes is long enough.
Oh, and that's a nice basket there for Moore.
2 huge shots. Richwoods the last 2 times down on offense to their ran plays and did not have players who were afraid to take a shot in a big situation.
A lot of time being taken by the Irish. Hudson finishes though. And with 1:29 left to go here, the Irish will take a timeout. Gentlemen, any thoughts here with a minute and a half left to go on the clock? 11-point deficit.
Well, the only thing that I say here is when you are down at this point, now all you got to do is inbound. It's going to be a steal or a foul, and you just got to, and you do that until you get to the point where you look at it and say, we can't catch them, or hey, we're right back in this thing, and now let's play a little more straight up. So we have to, we have to make that decision right now. And I think when it's, you lose tonight, your season's over. I think you go for it. You just have to come right now on them, steal or a foul. If they make 2 free throws, you got to come down and score.
I'd say foul the guy that's missed all his free throws, but I don't see him on the roster tonight.
Yeah,
they did not bring him.
Folks, we once again want to thank you all for joining us this evening for this special edition of NDTV. We also want to thank Peoria High School Athletic Director Brian Dunphy for allowing us to be here this evening this is our first time taking the show on the road, I believe.
Yeah, it is, other than, going to Peoria Stadium for football games.
Right. Big block from Tommy Graham, although Richwoods fights for it and comes up with it. And folks, that is going to be tough to overcome right there.
Yeah, that was just as good as
There
a
we
steal
go.
should have been.
And again, just unrelenting nature of the Knights right now. Come up with the ball with a minute left to go. 11-point lead.
Jared Jackson fighting to the last tick of the clock.
And I think Owen Dillon might have just picked up his 5th and final foul.
You are right.
He did.
The right man at the line for the Knights. Jackson.
I'm
Jared
not sure
Jackson.
there's a wrong man at the line.
That's
No,
true.
I-
We
I-
just talked about it,
tonight.
yeah.
My goodness.
Jared Jackson, who thought he deserved to be at the line the last time he got fouled.
That's right.
He has now earned the right to be there. Irish Nation making themselves known here in the 31st minute of the game.
Always travel well.
Oh,
There we
there's
go.
our first miss.
Take him out. He missed a free throw.
Yeah.
Now we know who to foul, right?
Yeah. Nice backdoor pass.
Yeah, Bowerman does a
To
great
Bowerman.
job finding Hudson there. Great job of not
It's our
panicking.
last time out, I believe.
Irish do have life, down 9 here. 45 seconds and change to go. 47 seconds and change to go.
When I look at situations like this, I like the college rule where in the last minute of the game, the clock stops on a made
Yeah.
every time a shot's made. I just think that you got to play it out to the end. You can't, you're not as
you can't hold it for 4 seconds. Yeah.
and you're not as worried about your timeouts. You think, okay,
right.
if I use my last timeout, I might need it at the end. You don't
Right.
need that in those situations. So
You hate to have the ability of a game to end when the guy just holding the ball out of bounds when
Yeah,
the clock runs
yeah,
out.
right.
It's not a good look for any level of basketball.
yeah, and really the whole fourth quarter, you can just let the ball bounce a little bit.
Right.
Now it's like the ball goes and I'm talking the last minute, and the ball goes through the net. It's stopped. You got to keep playing. You're not going to just take time off by the dead ball. That ball that rolled out of bounds earlier that we were
Yeah.
talking about,
That was
if that's
4 or
in the
5
last
seconds.
minute in the college
Yeah.
game, the clock's off.
47 seconds left to go. 9-point lead here for the Knights.
There you go. And there's nothing wrong with that.
No.
This one's going to be on number 10, Ted Dimmler.
They're shooting 2 from now on, but that's okay. Trouble is, it's Newsom who
Yeah, Newsom, who is.
seems like every time he shoots a ball, it goes in.
He's not
we haven't
seen to be
seen, we haven't
troubled
seen
by,
a free throw yet.
not seen to be troubled by pressure, this young man. Little strong.
National anthem tonight. We were not at Richwoods. We did not get the pleasure of hearing Mrs. Newsom sing for us again.
She was
but
good.
I tell you, she did a
She was as
beautiful
good as you-
job or whatever it was, 2 weeks ago, last week.
There we
Second
go.
free throws off the
Hey,
mark.
we have
need
life. Score and foul.
Koch goes hard to the hoop.
Find a way to get the ball in the bucket.
Shots off the mark for Koch. Big dunk, number 11. Javin Moore. 10 points here. 3 balls up for Dimmler, off the mark. Koch misses it. Barrowman with the rebound, gets blocked. And folks, I think that's going to all but do it here. Irish are going to foul. But I think Moore might have just had the play of the game here.
Well, it was certainly the electrifying
Sure,
exclamation point. How's that sound?
Absolutely.
It was pretty. And pretty decisive.
First free throw is good for Smith.
Expect nothing less from him, given his outside shooting prowess, to knock down these free throws.
And more leads to a standing ovation of classmates and family and friends. Second free throw is good for Smith. And the Irish will continue swinging until the end. Dimmler for three, off the mark. Hudson step back three, in and out. Graham comes up with it, it's good. And folks, our final score here is Richwoods 51, Notre Dame 40, and that'll end the Irish season as Richwoods moves on to the regional final this Friday at 5:30.
Should be a good one. Richwoods and Manual.
Richwoods and Manual,
yeah.
That will be about as athletic game as we're going to see this year.
Based on what we saw today, it should definitely be a good game. Get
Folks,
here early.
It's been a great season, gentlemen. Any final thoughts on this game?
No, just a little disappointed. We didn't give our best effort tonight. We turned the ball over too many times. We didn't really shoot the ball we need to shoot. We didn't match Richwoods. I think the way Richwoods came out and played, we didn't match them. They got a 10-2 lead. It seemed like we were playing catch up the rest of the night.
Yeah, it's just obviously the turnovers. We've talked enough about that. We don't need to harp on that there. But I just think Richards executed their offense better than we were able to execute our offense. The defense has a role in that. But when Richards needed a bucket, they had a way to get a bucket. And when we needed it, we just didn't have it. Didn't have it tonight. We had it plenty of times this season.
Yeah.
We did not have it tonight.
Folks, once again, final score here from the Lions Den. 51-40 in favor of the Knights over Notre Dame. Our earlier game went to the Rams. Manual wins 59-51. And again, Friday, 5:30 here at Peoria High School will be Manual and Richwoods. All Peoria, no matter what, it was going to be an all
Yeah.
Peoria
That's right.
final.
Nice to see.
But it'll be some good Peoria basketball here in the Lions Den Friday at 5:30. It's been a pleasure being with you, gentlemen. We got 3 extra games this year.
It was fun.
And what a gift to have all 3 of us here tonight. Somebody get notice to Mr. Rudolph. We want 3 moving forward. I don't know if he's going to allow it, but we're going to demand it. We're going to demand it. And I want nothing but red M&Ms in our green room prior to the game. So
I want a new place to land my helicopter.
Mr. Bear and Mr. Cunningham did a great job, and the help
Always.
of Dylan Bear as well.
Dylan
And gotta
Bear
mention
also,
Dylan
yep.
bringing all this equipment over here and getting it all set up, and did a great job with everything. Just gave us the easy job to do here.
we are absolutely blessed with an incredible crew around us, and we can't thank them enough. And gentlemen, always a pleasure to be with you guys, and more importantly, to call you friends. So thank you for that gift. On behalf of Mike Plunkett, Rob Kenny, I'm Jim Lynch. God bless you all watching tonight. Thank you for joining us. Good night.